So I am muted. Hello, mateys, scallywags, friends. How are ya? It would seem I was muted on the, Hi, hello, hi. How are ya? How we doing this evening? How was your Sunday? Hey, Ark. Hi. Head and mellow. Got the whole crew here. Got Ray Martinet. We got Arctidio. We got the Hubs. We got Mellow Ichimaru. Got everyone here. How's your day? And Solus. There you are, Solus. Your name is blue and my eyes does not catch blue all automatically. I'm so sorry. How was everyone's day? Hopefully it was nice and chill. You were able to find something kind to do for yourself. Hopefully it was, hopefully it was chill. And I was like, Ray in the house. I don't have my water over here. That's okay. I'll get my water later. Behind you. Oh, I gotta... Behind you. Oh, thank you. Had a mostly chill day, rereading the October Day series. I've seen those books, and I think I read the author's like other book series under her other name, the news feed, like the zombie apocalypse ones. Those are pretty good. But I haven't read the October Day series and been getting a bit too much into Valheim. I never got into Valheim. That was one game that I was like, I just didn't follow everyone else into. I have played the new... That's a lot. Right? I was... But if you're having fun, who cares? It's a weekend. It's a freaking weekend. Have a good time, man. I commend anyone who can play those types of games, like, Call of Duty, Battlefield, those sort of shooter games, first-person shooter games, because those aren't made for me. Because I'm way too chaotic. I'm just like button mashing. I would be revved so much. Yeah. The new addiction. Oh, this is what we're having this evening, by the way. Commands. Drink. You don't see it? I don't know if you guys can see it. It's 405 Brewing Company. It's a slushy style blueberry lemon sour. Very excited. I mean, I could have been on a COD kick lately, but my cousin who streams COD was like, get it? Oh yeah, no, I was hanging out in your stream a little bit while I was like arting, and I just hear you go, damn it. Every once in a while, just like, I just hear, pow. Sorry, I had to use a ruler to open it because of the nails. Getting a little too long. I have to go get them trimmed. So. Oh, I don't have a straw. Oh well. Cheers, mateys, scallywags, friends. She's just back there being a cat. That's good. Ooh, it's sour. It's just the way I like them. Oh, so sour. Yes. Anyways. This one clown in chat so far. Anyways. What do we do today? We went to, I think like the big thing is like we went to Lowe's and we got like sample paints for some of the trim in the living room, and then for the kids' bedroom. So I'm like, that was our big thing. And then, what did we do yesterday? We didn't do much of anything yesterday. So, yeah. Sounds like everyone had like a super rad, okay, honey.
I like them.
Yeah. Well, everything in the house was painted gray and white. And so, like, I'm trying to get rid of the gray. The white, I'm just trying to, like, change the tone of it. Or have the whites be all the same shade of white. So, yeah. But, and then just kind of like, we looked at things for like the bathroom, because we are going to probably be looking at remodeling the bathroom. Definitely remodel it. Both bathrooms. Then trying to figure out new flooring. Because the flooring in here, like, it's like, it's not like, it just looks like come on, guys. Very lazy from the previous homeowners, because they just like took up the carpet, and then you could see where they tried to lay like the floor, like the wood paneling, like the wood laminate kind of staggered, but they got tired of it, and then they just laid them all straight. It was like, yeah, it's like, okay. So might be a little bit of work, but I'm we're coming up on 2 years in the house. We've been in the house for 2 years now, and I'm just ready to kind of finish kind of laying down projects that I've started or I need to start. So that be the plan for that. So that was my day. It's kind of looking and figuring things out. So, but yeah. So we're gonna do some art. We're arting this evening. Hopefully you have your, before we start the actual arting, I don't know if I posted it in the Discord, but I did finish Replica, too many R names. I just like get confused. Replica's, draw me like one of your Twitch followers drawing thingies, which is what I worked on last night. I stayed up late working on it. And then I was like, well, I'm going to work on this other one. So then I also worked, I kind of did some tweaking to earrings. So, you like the lipstick? Thank you. It's actually 2 different shades that I mushed together. I have them in my pocket of my little, for some reason, I went like full on, like today, very like, hippie witch today. Like, it wasn't this way earlier, but I was getting ready for stream, and I was like, let's just do it. So these are like my little mini lipsticks. They're so little. But they're the Fenty Beauty. This one is called Griselda. It's just kind of like a, anyone cares, but there it is. And then this one is called Spanked. It is just a little bit lighter. So I just like mushed them together. But thank you. Thank you so much. I love putting on makeup, and I really do like the Fenty stuff. Sorry, I feel like I'm like being really washed out right now. Everything feels very off kilter. Oh, this light fell. Hold on. 'Cause nothing moves smoothly, always fixing lighting. There we go. Okay.
Do you need to lower the light?
What? No, I probably just need to change the... It is lowered. There we go. I was gonna try to change the... Okay. This is not what we need. But this is, of course, our starting point there. Ta-da! So we're working on there. So, super duper. Sorry, I just feel like I'm being really washed out right now. One of these days, I'll figure out this lighting thing. But, yeah. I think it's too bright. I think it's too... Let me turn it down a little bit. Oh, I didn't fuss around with that ring light I got. God dang it.
Do that tomorrow.
I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, I don't know what time it's going to be, but we got a sneaky Rainbow of Chaos stream with Boy Kiddo. We are essentially going to be reviewing the Cuphead art book that I got for him at the end of first grade. And we were going over it, and he just loves it, and he really wants to share it with you guys. So if you have a few minutes, he would love it for you guys to come by and experience one of his favorite books. And it's a beautiful book, honestly. For him, he's like, I love the creation, hearing the creation, basically, the development is what he's like. I like seeing the development of games. And I'm like, I know you do, bud. So he's pretty jazzed. Can you get me a straw? Thank you. But let me show you. So here is Replica X. That's his profile picture. I did go in with my markers. I posted this in Discord, but there it is. Replica X. Not too bad for kind of, I feel like, on the fly, for just like at least getting the base down. And then, which I did, this is what I, honestly, listen, when I was in Ray's stream last night, like, this is what I worked on. Like, when I was lurking in his stream, I was working on this. And then I also updated Eren's. Draw me like one of your Twitch viewers, because his profile picture is the green hand. So, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. So cool. Yeah, they turned out alright. They turned out pretty good. Yeah, they turned out really good. I was totally in the zone. And I told Ray this, like, I was kind of like really in the zone, like this kind of like having him in like this, like hanging out, doing the arting stuff, and someone raided in, and I literally was like, ah! I literally jumped. I was like, well, that didn't scare me. Okay. Now we can partake in the brewski properly. Cheers, mateys, Skywags friends. All right. Oh. Will keeps forgetting to... Well, he can't resub to me right now. He gave his Prime sub to someone else. So he's getting ads. But I did tone down my ads. I'm going to sharpen this pencil real quick. This is a 2B. I don't want to do a 2B. I'm gonna get new pencils. I can tell my kids have been, or at least one of them, because the ends of the pencils have been chewed on. No, we'll go with our HB. Our trusty, handy dandy Faber-Castell Goldfaber graphite pencil in HB. Waiting for that Prime sub to renew. Yeah. Oh, it's so cool. My brother this evening sent me one of his bands. He's like, hey, this is a new song that we're working on. And he sent it to me, and it's so cool. I told him it was like, sounded like, I was like, oh, it sounds like really grungy. It's got some really like, thinking I love the riffs. And I haven't heard, they have a female vocalist now in the group, and I have never heard her sing before, and she's got a really nice voice. And so I told him, I was like, yeah, and those riffs are really good. He's like, I've had those riffs since high school. Now, for those who don't know, again, my brother is 6 years older than I am. My brother is 40. My brother is 45. So think of how old those riffs are. He's like, I've had these riffs since high school. And I was like, some riffs are timeless, my dude. And he laughed. So that was sort of my highlight of the evening, I have to say, was getting... I just love it when my brother sends me stuff. I feel like Ooh, I feel so cool. Yeah, his group is called the Belvedere 1000, and then he does have some solo stuff on Spotify. It's under Tony Supra, and that's not a giveaway of any name or anything like that. And then yeah, it's kind of I don't know how to describe it. It's definitely sort of like alt rock, but with sort of like an emphasis on kind of a little bit of surf rock in it, and thinks if you're sort of like, definitely lately he's been like a lot of Twin Temples influence, kind of sort of this kind of retro feel, but yeah. Okay, let's get started, shall we? All right, so let's work on at least laying down our background. And then I just realized I didn't do any pencil erasing. We'll do that this evening. If we are able to lay down ink on our background stuff. So, but yeah. Anyways, I've said this before, like, I'm my brother's biggest fan. Forever and always. No, we're just gonna go from here. Take that line there. Sorry, we're gonna erase it. It's fine. And we have another little mountain over here. Yeah, it's pretty good. Dinner was pretty tasty this evening. Or at least I think so. Mountains through the head. There we go. Do it like that. Then we have... Grab my ruler. I'm gonna try and not half-ass these little grapevines. Yeah. Oh man, how many people are not having to work tomorrow? I don't have to work tomorrow. That's a good dinner. Yeah, I made like I kind of tweaked a recipe a little bit. You don't say that, I don't have to work tomorrow. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to not have to work tomorrow. Tuesday will be crazy, but when is it not crazy? I'm just trying to like get like a good, before I kind of go in and start trying to draw out our... Trying to make it even Stevens. There we go. I guess they don't necessarily have to be perfect. I guess I just want it to make sense. Yeah, no work for this pirate at her normie job tomorrow. I don't know if Solus is still in the chat. Let's see if he had to work tomorrow. Alright, so I think what is going to take a while is this little like grapevine situation that I decided to add in here, but that's okay. Shadows. Ooh. I left my earrings out here. Ooh, lordy. I found one. I'll have to look for the other one later. Left my earrings out here from the other night. Oops-a-doodles. Oops-a-doodles. So I haven't gotten them yet. I think Will and I are gonna we're gonna make it down to Houston to go see Sabaton and Epica. October 1st. I was looking at it and I was like, no way is this a Saturday show. We might be able to make it to this one. I really wanted to see Ghost again, but there was no way that I'd be able to like to make it down, not with the kids. So I know if my mom's like health was better, I know for a fact she'd be like, leave them here with me and you go ahead and go. But like with all like the appointments and stuff that my mom has to do, so she's pretty bummed though. She hates that. So I know. Oh, I saw where was it the Blue Ridge Festival that I saw Babs going to? I think Lacuna Coil is playing, and I'm like, god damn it! one of these goddamn years, I'm gonna see Lacuna Coil and have that weird nervousness before I get going to a show that almost makes me want to back out. Yeah, I know. I kind of am sort of feeling that way about seeing Sabaton. Like, I really want to go because I was like, oh my god, when am I ever going to see Sabaton again? You know, when is that opportunity gonna happen? We're already having, you know, we had to cancel going to TwitchCon. It's like, you know, we can make a day trip. Like, we can drive down to Houston, and we can drive down to Houston early in the day, get there before the show, and then when the show is done, drive on back. But I was gonna go, but I decided to go to the show they're putting on next week instead. I have had, oh my goodness, but that's cool though. Oh, that'd be amazing. At least you get to see him. At least at the end, you're getting to go see Lacuna Coil. It's awesome. Yeah, Houston is about, I guess depending on how fast you drive, Houston is about like about a 7 to 8 hour drive for us. But this would be for like also like William's birthday, because I was like, you know what, he loves Sabaton, I enjoy Sabaton, they put on a good show from what I've seen, you know. And then I found out like Epica was gonna be with them, and I was like, and I do enjoy Epica, so If I went to the festivals, bands I wanted to see could probably be playing at the same time. This way, exactly. Yeah, I think I definitely missed who was playing here. This weekend was Rocklahoma. I've never gone to Rocklahoma, but I was really tempted to go this year because Sleep Token was playing, which I still think is a very strange. Where they had them sandwiched just felt really weird, but I'm pretty sure Sleep Token can hold their own. So it just felt like that story I heard about like Billy Talent going on after Slayer. I want to see them so bad. Sleep Token, oh me too. I want to see Sleep Token so bad. I love Sleep Token. I've been listening to Sleep Token all weekend. I'll get to see Sleep Token the 13th because they're on tour with. Oh, that's right. That is right. That's an interesting combination. It's a good one though. But yeah, I would love to see Sleep Token. I just think, I don't know, their music is just so interesting. Peanut butter and jelly. Same. Listen, same. I love Sleep Token. They're one of like a handful, like a handful of bands that just like I put on their music and I completely just like, I am somewhere else. Like if you are like, hey, like I am disassociating, I am completely elsewhere. They're just, these lines are kind of uneven. I don't know how I feel about that. It is what it is. Okay, so here is our radius. Okay. But yeah, I would love to see Sleep Token. Who else? I've missed In This Moment so many times coming through Oklahoma City. Like, I didn't realize, like, so last year, I saw within a week, I saw Unleash the Archers, and then the following week, I went to a live podcast. I went and saw Last Podcast on the Left. Let's bring y'all in a little bit. And like, the following night, In This Moment was supposed to be playing, but they had to cancel because Randy got COVID. Was it Randy? I believe it was Randy. Randy got COVID. So they had to cancel our our show. And I was like, well, good thing I'm not seeing him this moment. Yeah, because I was like, oh well. At least I'm not, like, it sucks, but I'm glad I didn't like buy the tickets. We're just plotting out our little grapes. All in the details. I want to draw lots of grapes, but I know that'll just take forever. So we're trying not to do too much of that. Let's do some right here. I'm hoping to honestly fill up a little bit with like these sort of like big floofy leaves. So, back need more food and Rogue. Indeed. I need to order some of that Rogue. I have yet to do that. Oh my god, I had to take girl kiddo wanted to go shopping because one of her friends, I guess, had like a body spray or a perfume, and like she's like, ah, we need to go to Kohl's. I was like, why do we have to go to Kohl's? She's like, so I can get this perfume or this body spray that my friend has. I was like, okay. So we went up there to Kohl's. And she's like, well, I kind of want to also look at, like, clothes. I said, that's fine. Growing girl. My girl's almost... I guarantee you probably by the end of the year, girl kiddo will be as tall or taller than me. Because she's almost there. She's, like, maybe an inch away from being, Oh, it's just... First stream of January? Yeah, we'll do a measurement. Listen, I already know how tall I am. I am 5'5", okay? She's already taller than my sister, and my sister is 5'2". Or one of my sisters is 5'2". So she's already taller than one of my sisters. So, and my mom is shrinking, so she's already way taller than my mom. My mom was like, "Oh my god." So I think last like official like measurement at like pediatrician at the doctor's office, she was about 5'2". She's getting there, man. She's getting there. But yeah, she gonna be tall. That raid was way too complicated on mobile than it needs to be. I mean, listen, I don't know what to tell you about raiding on mobile. They really do need to, I get that it's mobile, right? But they really do need to, like, fix the functionality of the Twitch app. Because I do, honestly, I kind of bounce back and forth, but I am on mobile quite a lot. And I definitely think the mobile app needs a little bit of help. Sorry, I'm going to fix that just a little bit. I feel like it's too low. Better. Okay. Run to the hills. Run for your life. Such an interesting song. I can't do mobile Twitch. I do mobile Twitch when I'm like cooking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, usually if I'm like doing house stuff, I'm on like the mobile Twitch where like I don't have to like, if I'm just gonna be lurking. So do one more over here, and then we'll work on our witheredy grapes. I don't know how those are gonna look. We may have to differentiate the withered grapes, by color when we kind of go in and lay down our inks. But yeah, so if I'm cooking, I'll have the old Twitch stream on with the headphone in the ear, Oh, this is perfect. It's been so long since I've had a sour beer that was like actually sour. It's delicious. Delicioso. Delicioso. But yeah. But definitely same. Okay. So now I kind of feel like I need something up here. Do like a small bunch. Oh, I got ultra wide, so game is usually on one side of screen, stream on the other. Or if I'm lurking, just while I'm doing, yeah. Yeah. Usually, like I said, the mobile app is usually just kind of there, but my laptop is like officially crapping out. But we're trying to, I don't know. There's a lot of things we have to sort of like prioritize and sort of go through and try and like, you know, separate funds for certain things. And, you know, we've been talking about getting like a, there we go. Healthy grapes. Yay. About getting like another stream set up. But then it's just sort of like, I don't know, you have to sort of, it's a lot of adulting and it makes me sad. Okay, so let's do some sad withered grapes. Because we're dealing with famine here. Too much going on. Like, I need a new laptop. Then we were talking about, you know, I want to invest in some like additional, you know, artist type things, you know. And it's just sort of like trying to like find the balance between like, all right, this is what I need to get, this is how we need to do it. Sad little withery grapes, why are you so sad? Because you are near famine. I got a lot to yeah. Yeah. It's kind of, I mean, Will and I essentially like share all this, which is which is why we stream on different days, but also so to like, you know, make sure the kids aren't burning down the house or killing each other. You know, make sure that there's a parent available. I may have to. Can I draw? Maybe do some lines. I don't know if any of this will make sense, but we're gonna just kind of add these little vine lines, yeah. The vine lines. Okay. Cool. Okay. But, oh, adjusting, shifting. Okay. So, I think I'm pretty satisfied with these. I think I'm gonna go ahead and ink this bit here. Yeah. So that way I can go through and I can hopefully pencil erase the pencil underneath. I forgot to do that last week. So, but okay, we want 0.1. Bam. We want the smaller ink pens. I got a whole bunch of new pens here. I need like my good Tombow pens that I love so much. There it is. I use this tiny Tombow pen because it's one of my favorites. You know what? I think what we'll do first is start with our circles. Baby circles.
Drink the water.
I don't have to work tomorrow, so we can. I can't stay up too late. Like, I got shit to do tomorrow, but I don't have to get up and work tomorrow. I don't have to get the kids up tomorrow. You know? My sister called me like Friday, like being all, I don't want to say she's being dramatic, but I think being very like, hey, I need you to go with me for this. And I guess like my mom is talking about just like completely shaving her head, and because of the chemo. And my mom has already had for years has had very thin, fine hair, and I guess just with the chemo, it's just been, you know. And she got, I guess, they gave my mom like a wig and some like turbans, like some hats, for $3. And I guess my mom's been kind of going back and forth about shaving her head, and my sister's like, are you doing anything on Monday? And I was like, I don't know, possibly. It's like, you know, she's like, I need my big I need my big sissy there with me. I don't know if I can handle just like me being there with mom. Oh, hey, you put on a shirt. Hey, honey.
And it's gonna be hard to take this off because it has a really small necklace.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, what's going on? Did you just come to give me a hug? Oh, that was so sweet. Thanks, bud. Hey, I like that shirt. That's like one of my favorites.
Yes, but it has a very small necklace.
You're getting to be a big kid, my dude. I love you.
And getting it close is becoming hard.
Yep. Sweet kid. That's my sweet boy. So I don't know. I had to have a talk with my sister about it. I was like, okay, well, I think she was wanting to know if I knew of any places that would be open on Monday. And I was like, well, listen, if you find a place, like, well, not, I mean, I don't know. But if you find a place and you feel like I need to be there, then just let me know. And I know that comes off as it's Sunday, my dude. It's Sunday, my dudes. Yeah. So I don't know. It's always been sort of like that, the one that everyone comes to in my family, where it's like, hey, we need you to handle all the hard things, and it's like, I don't mind, but it's just sort of this is a lot. So we'll see. I don't anticipate my mom getting her head shaved tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see if I get a phone call. But they said that they can't feel the tumor in my mom's neck anymore. So they think probably like, because she was supposed to do 5 rounds of like in hospital, like inpatient treatment, and they think probably like 1 or 2 more, and that she'll probably be in remission, and so she doesn't have to do chemo. They'll just sort of like do the checkups and stuff like that. So I'm very happy about that for sure. And I know I'm being very like, I don't know, like it's like matter of fact about it, but trust when I say that I had a good solid cry. I think that's what you sometimes need to do. Have a good cry. I think everyone needs to have a good cry every now and then. Honestly. Kind of get all the... Especially if you have a habit of sort of keeping things in. Sometimes you just have to cry. And just then like, alright, I'm good. I can move on with my day. Anyways, what did everyone have planned for tomorrow? If you feel like sharing. If you don't, that's fine. I've already told you my stuff. I think we'll do a little bit of house stuff. We got the sneaky Rainbow of Chaos stream with Boy Kiddo. I don't know what time that's going to be happening, to be completely honest. Sometime. And then maybe do a little bit of house painting. Because I did paint one of our little, I don't know what to call it. It's a piece of wood. I did paint something already, and I was like, well, I need to finish it because it looks like junk. So I laid down one coat. Part of it, I think, is because I was like using like a sponge, because I was just like doing a swatch on the area. But then I was like, well, fuck, I've committed. I'm going to go ahead and finish this. And then, yeah. Oh, by the by, listen, I sound weird always like saying this stuff, but I was working, I put it on Twitter yesterday. I was working on just like stuff like for my other things that I do, the Patreon and the Ko-Fi and the YouTube. And Boy Kiddo saw my YouTube and he was like 21 followers, 21 subs. I was like, I guess. He's like, by the end of the year, you need to make that 100. So you don't have to if you don't want to. There's a link tree. You can go and just blink, click the little YouTube-y thing. So that way I can show my son and be like, look, I'm getting subscribers. I'm hoping to like do like an art video. It is YouTube's. Yeah, right now it's just like I've been uploading some of my VODs, the ones that don't have the audio muted from up on there. But I've also been, I did sort of like, or I am doing sort of like audio readings of some poetry that I've written. And it's kind of what's on there now. I'm hoping to do like maybe like a time lapse painting at some point, but that's gonna require like that's gonna require a lot of planning in regards to recording and then actually I did a thing, thank you. And then actually, like editing it, so it's gonna take a while. I got all these ideas, and I just want to do all the ideas. It's really what it comes down to. Small, like little obtainable goals. You know, I think I could probably get 100 subs. So, yes, I think this does tie into sort of like all this. So at work, my manager asked me if I wanted to sign up for the Accelerator Program at work. And that's just like, I don't know, it's basically like leadership mentoring. You know, kind of, that's what that is. So, and at first, like, I couldn't really do it because someone else, no longer with the company, she quit. Her last day was Friday. Kind of took up all the calendar time and was sort of doing all the things. And so she asked me, and I was like, I don't know, I guess I didn't realize it was open. Like, yeah, you should do it. I was like, oh, I mean, if you're giving me your blessing because you're approaching me and asking me to do it. She's like, yes, I am. And I think I'm going to do it. And here's why. It's going to be like extra crap, but I am terrible at networking. Like, I'm not really good at stepping forth and being like, hello, hi. Like, this is what I do and this is who I am. Sort of like, because I don't know, I guess I'm just like uncomfortable with that. I've always been even as a kid, like a kid, like the kid in the background, which is fine. You know, not everyone can be like up front and be like, hello. You know. So so yeah, I'm not very good at it. I feel very awkward about speaking up. And so I'm gonna do that. And in my head, I'm like, well, maybe this can help me in other aspects of my life. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna put my application in. I'm good at it, but I'm terrible at actually going to those events. Yeah, I think part of the problem is going to be, because here's the thing, like those sorts of like meetings and stuff, I'm gonna have to sort of like put a hard boundary line, being like, hey, listen, you know, I have this agreement worked out with my manager where I leave to go get my kid. Like my kid's out of school at 3:30. I leave at 3:20. I leave at 3:25 to have to go get my kid from school. And a lot of those kind of meetings are sort of in that afternoon period. So it's like, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know. I got to put my application in. I'm like talking like I've got something and I don't. But I'm just, yeah, I guess I'm just kind of like a nervous person when it comes to the networky type things, you know? But also, and I have mentioned this before, I have this like, and I get that it's probably a stupid, irrational thing, but like this kind of irrational fear of being annoying. So, like, I don't want to come off as like being, you know, I have good ideas, I have thoughts, I think I have good ideas and good thoughts, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to come off as being annoying. Like, ugh, oh my God. Why can't she shut up? Like, that's always my fear of everything. And I realize that holds me back. And I really shouldn't give a crap about what people say or whatever. But it's there. So see, we have like the grapes because they're in the, like, you know, just trying to show like the famine bit. Because we're in the vicinity of famine. But yeah. Again, realize that's dumb, and that's probably what has held me back. It's just, I just realized I forgot to make little viney things down here. Raspberry peach. Interesting. It's so good. Yeah, I was thinking this week, I was like, maybe I'll pick some up, and I just forgot. So I need to get on it. No from the place. Yeah, they look pretty good so far. I think kind of get the point across. You know, we have famine here. Maybe. Come on. Why you do this to me? Oh, it hates me. Anyways. There we go. Kind of. Maybe it was there for a second. But yeah, I think it's gonna look rad. So what is your favorite flavor of the... You saw it though? Okay, good. What is your favorite flavor of the Rogue energy drink stuff, my friend? Tell me. Tell me what to buy. So far, fruit punch. Okay. Can I hear the confession? I don't like anything fruit punch. I don't know what it is about it, but there is something about fruit punch where I'm like, ugh. If there's nothing else to drink, I will partake in fruit punch, but I don't think I'll be too happy. But I'm never happy about it. Fruit punch for hydration, sour candy for energy. Ooh. Lovely. That sounds very lovely. No fruit punch. See you later. Sorry, friend. It's a hill that I'm willing to die on. Just like what is it? I don't like I'm gonna say this, but hear me out. I don't like watermelon. The artificial watermelon. I don't like watermelon. Blech. Artificial watermelon? No, thank you. It's up there with fruit punch. Does not sound... This does not sound the best to me. And clearly I have divided people. So far, energy sour candy, then cherry limeade, more lime than cherry. Yeah, cherry is another weird flavor for me. I like kind of more citrusy or sour flavors. But yeah, there's something about fruit punch where I'm just like, it's kind of a hard no for me. That sounds. And I'm trying to see if I'm tying that to a memory. I'm trying to like tie it to a memory. And I can't find any memory about where if I would like not like fruit punch. That sounds crazy, but like a lot of my like, I don't like or dislike a lot of foods, but there are certain things like the foods and stuff I don't like, they are tied to specific memories. It's kind of like tropical punch. Yeah, if I'm gonna have like a fruit punch, it's definitely gonna be a tropical punch versus a fruit punch. And I feel like it might, like I said, generally foods I don't like are tied to memories. I know that sounds weird, but sort of like core memories, you know. And like and now granted, I have forgiven mac and cheese, like boxed mac and cheese, but like I have a problem eating I used to have a problem with eating macaroni and cheese and beanie weenies, so like baked beans and like Frank's, like hot dogs, for two reasons. One, when I was a kid and, you know, family struggling, you know, like my dad lost his job, and bologna. Like, even though I am a vegetarian now, so I can be like, oh, fuck those foods, but like bologna as well. So like bologna, mac and cheese, beanie weenies, like those foods I cannot eat because like it just reminds me of a time like when like that's all that we could afford. Like I, as a kid, and even when Will and I first got married and stuff like that. My brother cannot eat. I think he's the same way with macaroni and cheese. He does not do macaroni and cheese, and he also does not do ramen, like instant ramen. So, because again, it's just like those sort of like weird memories because they were cheap. You could buy them in bulk, and you know. So I'm pretty sure, and I feel like maybe fruit punch lies in there, somewhere within sort of like a childhood food memory. I feel like it probably like goes back to when like I had to like when we had to essentially tag along with my mom. Like my mom worked in childcare up until like when from the time we first moved to Oklahoma, and probably like, well, not the first time, probably in like 1989, 1990, my mom went to childcare. And so we would go along with her to the daycare that she worked at. So like me and my sisters, not my brother, of course. You know, my brother was like middle school, high school at this point. But we would go along like me and my sisters would, and like I fucking hated it. And I feel like fruit punch might be tied, now that I'm like talking it out. Fruit punch is tied to those times, like to like dealing with like really just like not really nice kids as a daycare my mom worked at. If you decide to try Rogue, you can start with a kit of individual packets in Ben's code, even with shipping. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was trying to figure out like what would be the best way to do the Rogue energy stuff. Yeah, core memories, y'all. Core memories. was so funny. My daughter was asking me about core memories today when we went shopping. She was like, "Yeah, mom, like what's a core memory? Like what's one that like makes you like that always makes you happy, that makes you smile?" And like it kind of like I wasn't ready. I was like, I was like, "Kiddo, trying to think of a memory like that, you know." You can choose 7 packs with the start kit. Oh, nice, sweet. Okay, I'll definitely check into that. I'll see what what flavors Will wants to try. Probably go that way. Nice. All right. Satisfied with that. Okay, I'm going to do our little mountain line here. And then I think what I'll probably end up doing is erasing the pencil underneath here. And then plotting out our little houses and stuff. Okay. Because I also have to like plot out mole vegetation, mole greenery, which I don't think will be too much. I felt like this one was gonna take a lot longer, and it did. I feel like it's just like moving right along, you know? Yay. Oh, it focused for a second. Like, really focused. Like, crisp. Crisp focus. Okay. Nice. Alright, let me... What do we want to do? I think what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go and stretch my legs. Do some stretching. I didn't do any stretching. I did do some walking around today, but I didn't do like any like nice like deep stretches. And I definitely am starting to be like old lady in the hips, and so I'm trying like creaky cracky. So I am going to go get up, stretch my legs. Good on water, indeed I am. I encourage you to get up and stretch your legs as well. Give your eyes a rest from the screen for a couple minutes. And then, yeah, head back and we'll continue hanging out, vibing, drinking water, drinking brewskis, just having a lovely old time together. So, cheers, matey scallywags. Friends, I'll be back in like a minute. My whole household is asleep, including this little catto. It's just me. So that's usually how it ends up being. I am the night owl. That's just because like my brain kind of refuses to quiet down. All right. Erasing. We're gonna erase what's underneath, I think. The pencil. Try not to hit the camera. Also, I realized as someone who loves, like, I love autumn and I love fall because it's like, oh yes, it's finally starting to cool down and like not super sweaty. I know my son was like, even, both kids at separate times in the day were like, why is it so hot? And I was like, I don't know, guys. So I am not a fan of like the traditional fall scents. Like pumpkin pie, like I don't like pumpkin pie to begin with. But yeah, like sort of that pumpkin smell, cinnamon, like apple, like those scents, for some reason, I just can't get behind. And that sounds so crazy coming from someone who's like, I'm a fall baby, so I love all the fall things. I can't get behind the scents, sort of those like traditional scents. I guess like I really like woodsy scents, so like the smell of like, you know, woods. So like trees and sort of that musky scent, and like you know, when like after it rains and like leaves get wet. Like that scent, like yeah, I love that. Oh no, before we do this, we need to do these outline bits first. I got a little bit ahead of myself. So let's get a pen here and do that. So I'm trying not to like just like get all the pens, like the eraser shavings, like out onto the floor. Like I swept and I'm trying to keep a clean floor. But yeah, I don't know what it is. You know, and I listen, for people who love those scents, absolutely. I'm glad you love them. I don't like pumpkin in general. My brother, though, every year gets a pumpkin pie for his birthday, because his birthday is in November, as is boy kiddos. His birthday actually falls on Thanksgiving this year. He's my little turkey baby. To make that line a little bit thicker, it's all right. But yeah, he's always like, oh, why is my birthday last? I'm like, but I don't see what you're complaining about. He's like, what do you mean? It's like, your birthday is November 24th. He's like, yeah, and I was like, Christmas is the following month. He's like, okay, but I still have to wait. I'm like, okay, fine. That's kind of what I say. Okay, fine. So I have this idea. I don't know if it'll work, because it will definitely take some convincing from my girl kiddo. She may be down with it, she may not. But she's very good. She's very talented. She's like, listen, I have no problem saying that my daughter is far more talented at this than me. uh, but she's very, very good at like Procreate and like digital art. And I was like, oh, maybe I can get her to show me something. So I had this thought of like, well, maybe I can get her to like sort of like do a demonstration on stream. Like, I think that'd be, I don't know, I think that'd be interesting. She did this drawing. She's like, hey, Mom, look at this thing I drew. And I was like, all right. She's like, well, I was going to draw it as sort of like a cute little, like, she does that too. She's like, a cute little, like, demon girl, like, with, like, the horns and the tail. I was like, okay. She's like, but instead I made it look like a biblical angel. And I was like, okay. So she showed me, and sure enough, she did it where it's like, it was like the body, you know, but she had it with like the eyes everywhere, you know, and like the cow's tail. And I was like, all right, cool, good job. But it looks cool as shit. So I'm like, I'm not knocking, like, it looks amazing. She's, like I said, she's very talented. I tried to get her to get into art this year. Hopefully she'll get into it next year, but we'll see. She's very good. She's very good. Boy Kiddo is also good. Like, he's very good with the iPad as well. Like, he's figured out Procreate, but like in his own way to make his own little thing, like his own little masterpieces. But he's like, I'm not very good at like paper like you. He told me today, he's like, Mom, you're like one of the best artists I've ever seen. I was like, I am so glad you're my son. But at the same time, I told him, I'm like, well, bud, like, it's practice. Like, I don't start off being good. Like, you just have to practice to be good at what it is you're doing. I was like, you're really good at your little pictures and your little edits, you know? I just realized how close the mic was. Sorry. I'm probably yelling into your ear holes, you know? There we go. Why do I love it so much? I do enjoy it. Okay. More to add. But yeah. Both kids, super creative. Today, when we were at Lowe's, telling stories on my kids. Today at Lowe's, Boy Kiddo was like, hey, Mom, I think I want to play a sport. I was like, cool, son. What do you want to do? He's like, football. I was like, what? He's like, but can you guess which kind of football? I was like, soccer. He's like, yes, what we call in America, soccer. Yeah. Yeah, which is fine. Like, we got him, like, I don't know, he's maybe like 3, just about to turn 4. We did sort of like a little bit of like, yeah, he played a little bit of soccer before. Like, he actually really loves, both my kids are very interesting in, I think, in sort of like, but I guess a lot of kids are this way. I don't know. Can you imagine a kid playing football? Well, not football. Like, he did play soccer, and he's familiar with soccer. Like, he's done that in the past. But he's like, I don't know all the rules. And I was like, well, that's okay, buddy. You can, like, relearn the rules. I try and tell him, like, everyone is noob at some point in life. Like, you're always going to be new at something at some point. And you just have to sort of, like, you know, accept it. But yeah, like he's very much like he's a pretty active kid. Like I get it. You're like, what? He runs. Like he's very like all over the place. But yeah, I can't see him playing like tackle like American football. I think he's far too, if I'm being real honest, he's far too, I love him, but he's far too sensitive, I think, for it. And so I would never put him in like football unless he wanted to play. Unless he's like, hey mom, I really want to try football out. Then I'd say, okay, fine. But, you know, just knowing the kids. Like I made the mistake, and I feel real bad that like, yeah, I feel like because I did this. So girl kiddo, this is what she's done. So she has done gymnastics, and then we were having issues with gymnastics, and she's like, I don't want to do gymnastics anymore. I want to try dance. Okay, fine, we'll do dance. And we did dance for like almost 3 years, and she was like near the end of it because of course all this happened during the pandemic. She's like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I was like, and I did kind of like push her into it. And also, you know, because she said she wanted to do it. And I'm like, well, okay, we'll do it if I'm paying money for it. And so I kind of like, feel like I kept her in dance too long. So she became, I think she was like, I fucking hate it here. And so we did have problems with that for like right near the end. And then, yeah, same thing with Girl Scouts. Like when she was like, I was like, all right, fine, we're done. So I haven't really, so I learned just like with Boy Kiddo, because I've been asking him, like, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to try this? I was like, no. It's like, all right. But he does keep bringing up soccer. He brings up soccer a lot. He's like, well, maybe I can do soccer. And I'm like, you just say the word, bud, and I'll sign you up. Well, it's like, all right. So I think he wants to do it, but I think he's nervous about it, you know? I love it when the pencil gets erased underneath. But anyways, telling stories on my kids. Trying to think of like a core memory. Because, like, my daughter mentioned that, and now, like, I can't get it out of my head trying to think of one. I have one, but I was trying to think of, like, should I tell her this? Not that it's bad, but it's just sort of like I don't know. It's a concert-going experience. He might be nervous. Yeah, he definitely has, because we did he does have the ADHD, but he also does have confidence issues, you know, and just trying to like pinpoint like where that came from. Like when you do those psych evals, it's just kind of like, all right, they tell you sort of like what to look out for. And they said to look out for him, like, hey, he definitely doesn't, definitely keep an eye on him. There are signs of like, where, depression. And it's like, ugh, that feels like oh, that's from me. Like all the ADHD stuff, more than likely it comes from Will, like for both kids. But like girl kiddo's anxiety and boy kiddo's like little bit of sort of like underlying depression, I'm like, whew, that comes from me. But yeah, so there is that nervousness. I think he's just very excited about everything, and I think sometimes that can be overwhelming for some people. So I get that. So I have to tell him, like, hey, buddy, like, it's okay to be excited, but or nervous, yeah. He told me the other day, because we had a hell of a first year, like his first grade year, what a fucking ride. It was, oof, man. But like, so far this year, it's been like, okay, we've got a routine. we know what's working. Like the people know him and sort of can talk to him and everything like that. And he told me, he's like, you know what, second grade, it's going by fast. He's like, second grade feels, my day feels short. And I was like, well, he's like, a lot better than first grade. He's very self-aware, my kid. he's a good kid. He has a lot to say, and I think people I was like, well, yeah, you know, he's got a lot to say. I try and give him that window to say his piece, but at the same time, make sure to let him know, like, teach him, like, hey, you can't, like, you gotta let other folks talk and converse with you, and, you know. By the way, he's asleep. I already said that. The whole house is asleep except for me. Okay. I feel better now that the pencil's erased. Like, it's looking very nice. Oh man, I had something happen to me. This is so silly. But it's just sort of like, you'll be a woman soon. I don't know why that song popped into my head, but I had an incident because I went to the liquor store and I got, you know, more brewskis, woo, brewskis, and for the first time, and I don't know if just like, I haven't been in there in a while, and the person who checked me out I didn't recognize, but man, I was not carded. And my heart felt a little sad. I was like, no, you're supposed to card me, right? Why are you not checking my ID? Oh well. It just kind of I realized that as like I had like was like paying, I was like, she didn't card me. It's like, oh. But I don't know. I was looking pretty rough when I went into the old liquor store. All right, so we get all the pencil. I really like how like the design on the tree turned out. That was like a happy accident. Cool. Now we can go back with the pencil and we're going to work on our little houses. I'll probably go in with like a thicker pen and work on sort of more of a defined landscape area. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think, I don't know. I was trying to like in my head be like, ooh, which one do I like the most? I don't know. I definitely feel like Famine is, and we're not done with it yet, but I don't know. I guess I kind of like how delicate it is, how delicate Famine looks, you know, in comparison to the others. Like everyone's resting, right? Because we're waiting for the end times to come. We're waiting for the trumpets to be blown and to ride off, right? So, you know, they're waiting. But there is something about Famine just sort of like in this field, you know. I don't know. Thoughts? I know Steven, my friend Steven, when we were working on this last time, he asked me sort of like what my thoughts were on sort of famine doesn't have a weapon, just scales, right? Sort of like weighing the abundance of that. And I just, in sort of like my view of it as someone who, and he knows me so well, as someone who needs balance in life. Like, nothing can be too good, nothing can be too shitty. Just like, it's like an even playing field. And sort of like how I felt about it. And I just thought that, I don't know, interesting conversation to think about, you know. I don't know where that was going, but there's that. Just make our little town over here. Hey, it's a Doom Sheep. Hello. Hello, my friend. How the hell are ya? Welcome in to Late Night Vibes. How are you? How was your day? It was amazing. Hope you had a good one. Not the eraser I need right now, but I don't know where my other ones are. Realize I need to make that just a little bit bigger. Welcome to the vibes. Just vibing. Telling stories on my kids, on myself. Overall, just enjoying each other's company. You know? Okay. One thing at a time. I think it's probably, I found the best way to handle. Oh, where's my, oh my goodness, where's my number one pen? Number one? Where are you, number one? Where are you? You go down just like ordinary Mariana Cross. Okay, there it is. Yay! Okay. Put that away. Ooh. Oh, was there like a festival? Oh, this beer. Oh, okay. I was just like, ooh, it's a blueberry lemon sour, so that's why I really got it. I didn't look at anything else on it. The official beer of Summer Sour and Funk 2022, benefiting Bridges Inc. We crammed 300 pounds of fresh blueberries and a wheelbarrow full of lemons into this tart summertime treat. Interesting. Oh, there's like a lot of brewers on here that I've had before. This is 405. I've not had Big Brewing. Co-op's okay. Good Cause Brewing, Lazy Circles. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like, Prairie Artisans is really good. They make really good sour ales. I think all they make are sour ales. I've never seen them make anything else. Rough Tail is really good. I don't think I've had Stone Cloud Brewing. And I have had Vanessa House Beer Company. Oh, I found like a made in Oklahoma coffee brand today. And it was delicious. So it's a little bit more than like my cheapo coffee. But I'm willing to spend the extra $1 because A, it's delicious, and B, I'm supporting a local business here in Oklahoma. It's called like Cirque Coffee. It's very delicious. It's called like Death to Coffee. It's amazing. I made a cup of it today. I had 2 cups of it. Well, I made enough for 2 cups. I always make enough for 2 cups. Will doesn't drink coffee, and I used to have a coffee maker, and I ended up getting rid of it because it's just like taking up. I was like, I don't use it that often. So I ended up getting rid of it. So I just have my French press. So, and I make enough to have 2 cups of coffee. It's perfect. It was really good. I was like, oh, this is delicious. So I think, that one, yeah, so that one was called Death. Yeah, I've been using a French press forever, and I was using it during COVID, but it broke. Just kept saying error when you hit the brew button. Oh no, that's the worst. That sounds like a nightmare. To me, that sounds like a nightmare. Let me rephrase it. To some, it's probably just like, it's all right. We'll work on. It's all right. Sounds like a nightmare. So, other than once since going back having a coffee in like a year, you know what? I can't, like, coffee is like the one thing that I can't cut from my diet. You know. I like the French press. You know, I got an electric kettle, and so the electric kettle is good because I can also make tea. So I have tea. Generally, I have a cup of tea before I have a cup of coffee, but lately I've been doing coffee, tea, coffee. That's quite a lot, and I understand that, but I usually have a small cup of coffee while boy kiddo has his breakfast and before we go to school. So it's kind of like our hangout time. Like he has his breakfast, and he watches videos on the iPad, and I have coffee, and we kind of finish getting ready for school. And because it's just me and him, because girl kiddo has to be at the bus stop before 7, and Will leaves for work between like 7:15 and 7:30. So there's like generally like 30-45 minutes. It's just me and him hanging out. So try another little house there. We have tiny houses. But yeah, I like a French press. I thought about getting an Italian coffee maker. Just to like say that I had one. you know? Highly recommend a French press. You don't have to get a big one. You can get like a small one. Like mine makes 2 cups. It's perfect. 2 cups of coffee out of it. You can get smaller ones where it just makes a cup. But yeah, I just felt like I was like my personal little coffee pot was just kind of being wasted because I'm the only one who drinks coffee. Sometimes Girl Kiddo gets in and is like, I made coffee. And I'm like, ugh, okay. But that's fine. Like, I kind of got the go-ahead from her pediatrician to let her drink coffee. Which is so crazy to think about. It's sort of like supposed to be sort of like a counteractive for like, to kind of like help focus or like to counteract the whole, ADHD. I want to get a cold brew maker. Hey, that's, you know what? I've never tried, like I've had iced coffee, but I've never done like the cold brew stuff. And also, hello, hi. I hope you had a good day. Yeah, I do want to get like a pour over coffee. I do want to try that at some point. Pour over coffee and then get like the little Italian coffee maker. I don't remember what it's called, but it's just like, I just want to try it. The pour over coffee seems very satisfying though to make and to do. Oh yeah, like I need it to be at least sweet cream. I need sweet cream, coffee creamer, or caramel coffee cream. I need some sort of like sweetening agent. In my coffee. Yeah, I love sweet cream. Definitely been more on like a caramel kick lately. So I've been loving a nice caramel. I love and I realized like, cause I didn't have coffee this morning, so I actually had to go and like to the store to pick up like the coffee. I almost stopped. I was like, you know what? I haven't had gas station coffee in a while, and I had to get gas in my car anyways. I was like, maybe I'll get a cup of coffee while I'm at the gas station, but then I was like, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I got some kind of cold brew with a mocha foam from Starbucks last month, and it was too bitter. Had to add creamer when I got back to the office. I don't think anything was added to the coffee but I thought it was. Just, oof. Not enough, whatever it was. Yeah. Yeah, generally, I find there is something about lately, and maybe this is just me like being like, get off my lawn. Old lady talk. But there's just something about like having coffee, like me not making the coffee. I'm not interested if it's not me, like if I'm having like a hot cup of coffee. I'm not interested in anyone else making it but me. Now don't get me wrong, I will gladly take a frappuccino or a frappe, like an iced coffee or something from somewhere else. But was it Chobani? I think Chobani has like a cold brew, or I think it's more of like an ice. Yeah, they have a cold brew coffee that has sweet cream in it. I try and stay away from the like cow's milk. I'm not like a big fan on it. It just does not settle well in me. But I do like Chobani. There's something about how Chobani does their dairy that is delicious. They make like a really good oat milk. They do have a really good coffee creamer. And then their cold brew coffee is also really good. If there's like caramel or something like that. Exactly. You're like, I'm going to doctor it up how I like it. Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I'm not sure I like putting coffee, like my coffee drink, in the hands of other people. Unless you know how I like it and you can make it just like I want it. I'm not interested. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? So we have to do some grass work, some landscaping lines, and clouds. You know what? I don't have to work tomorrow. We're going to stream a little bit later. So if y'all want to hang out with me, cool. Okay. Let me get the pencil out. So again, if I screw it up, I can fix it. I think we're just going to do all sort of like textured looking grass here. Let's do blades of grass. Is this unnecessary work that I'm doing? Probably. Whoop whoop, late night stream. Yeah, I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm off work tomorrow. Like I said, I do have shit to do tomorrow, but it's not like I gotta be up at 5 a.m. I don't know if the gym is open tomorrow. If they are, I'll try and go to the gym in the morning, but we'll see. I was actually thinking about, like, you know what, I'm gonna stream late tonight. You know why? Because I can. Yeah. No 5 a.m. wake up call. I was pretty lazy today, though. Like, I woke up around 8:30 today, but I for sure laid in bed. Like, I did get up once because Will forgot to disarm the alarm, so he set off the alarm, and I was like, what's that beeping? And I was like, oh, you can't see what I'm doing, first and foremost. I was like, oh, Will disarm the... So I had to, like, go and, like, get up out of bed and turn that off, but, like, I laid in bed till, like, 9:30. It's, like, doing nothing. And finally, Boy Kiddo came in and was like, hey, so, like, what's going on? I was like, what do you mean what's going on? He's like, why are you still in bed? Like, because I can. You think, oh, okay. And then he just kind of hung out in there with me. I think Girl Kiddo came in at one point, too. I was like, what are you doing? It's like, minding my business. So we're happy not to go. I'll be DJing gaming later. Nice. Hell yeah. My sister has done that to me a few times when she's at work and I stayed home. What are you doing? What do you mean, what am I doing? Yeah, my sisters do that. My sisters do that to me. My sisters work for like the school districts, like for their respective. They work for school district, but 2 different school districts. And anytime they call, and it's like 3, like around like 4, like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, what do you mean? What the fuck am I doing? I'm working. Or they, especially during the summer, like they'll try and call me during the summer. That happened actually quite a lot this year. Like during the summer, they would try and call, and it's like 1 o'clock. It's like, what are you doing? What do you mean? What I'm doing? I'm working. I was up till 3 a.m. last night, so didn't wake up until 10 a.m. today. Oh man. Yeah, I was just like lounging in bed. I was like listening to music and like just hanging out, vibing. It was lovely. Listening to Sleep Token. Listen to Sleep Token, and then I was listening to the new Arch Enemy album, which is so good. I can't get over how every time I listen to it, I'm like, oh, this is so good. Listen to a little bit of Omnium Gatherum. What else? I was trying to think. I don't think I listened to any podcasts today. Like I said, my brother sent me his new track. I got to listen to that. That was lovely. It was fun. Hey, Sunshine Cat, what are you doing? She just told me to mind my own business. But yeah. Try to do some landscaping lines. I don't know necessarily what they're supposed to represent, but they're there. Make it work. Make it make sense. That is a cat. That is a cat. Oh man. Sunshine drives William crazy. He's like, I just think she's not like a super like, she's very sweet and she'll like let you love on her, but she's not very like cuddly. Like she doesn't want to like cuddle, at least for now. I think part of it has to do with like just a cat's natural temperament to sort of get to know an owner. And she hasn't been with us for even a year. You know, we got her in March. So I just think it's like her getting used to us. Like she'll like come and she'll let us like pet her and love on her. She did, it was like a couple weeks ago. For whatever reason, I like woke up, like came and like laid on the couch, and like she came up and she like like got all like up close and like kind of like being all like cute and snuggly, and like we were just kind of like meow for like an hour, and then she's like, I'm done, human. So I think Will gets like, well, we'll try and be like, oh, let me love on you, and she's like, meow. Just gets out. And he's like, ugh, cat. But yeah, I did read that somewhere, that just like, you know, if you aren't raising them from a kitten, then there is going to be sort of that, you know, that time to adjust. Okay, I think I'm just gonna just go through and do line. Okay, we'll do lines there. Okay. Back up here. One of these days I'll remember to be like so fluid with my camera, where I'm moving the camera. Oh no! I'm out of brewski. What do I do? All the vibes. Maybe we'll go get another one. Should we get another brewski? I have... What do I have? I have this. And then I have an American ale called Velvet Antler from Iron Monk Brewing. But I could technically also make me a Moscow Mule. Well, do I have any ice? I don't know if I have any ice, but I could also technically make me a Moscow Mule, because I do have vodka and ginger beer and lime. So, what do we do? I don't know. What are you doing, silly cat? Hello. Hi. What are you doing? Meow. She's just like, what are you doing? Oh, you want your belly scratched. But you're way over there and I'm way over here. I should probably go give her a tummy rub, huh? Should probably go give her some love, huh? Hey, ba. Sorry, she was picking at the carpet, and then she's like, oh, who, me? And then, like, asked me to rub her belly. All right. Oh, you being so cute, and they can't see it. Say hello. Say meow. Say meow. Alright, I'm actually gonna grab me another brewski. I'm gonna grab a brewski, and I'll be right back. No. Let's put you down here. I'll be right back. Opted for something simple. I was like, make a cocktail? No, we'll just grab a beer. This is Velvet Antler from Iron Monk. It's an American ale. Listen. Did I get this because this deer has a mustache on it? Maybe. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. I can open this with the ruler. Because my nails don't want me to open it. Alright, see if we can get a good koosh. Nice. I love beer ASMR. It's great. Ooh. I'm trying to understand, like, there's something about this, like, it's not bad, but this, like, it's an interesting, like, flavor that hits you, like, right in the back. So you're like, ooh. And it's like, ooh, what is that? I'm trying to figure out what it is. But yeah, it's pretty good. All right, anyways. Clouds. All right. Then we'll go back with pen. Oop. Did a spot of beer get on this? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah. The beer went koosh a little too much. It's all right. No one will know. No one knows. It's fine. It's fine. It was like literally just a dot. Literally just a little dot. It's a baby. It's just like a little baby drop. Little nothing. Little nothing. Drawing some of our clouds here. Oh, Erin, I know you saw it in Discord, but ta-da! A little bit, maybe a bit of a closer up view of it, I suppose. Ta-da! I wasn't sure if Replica was gonna pop in tonight. But yeah. I don't know, like, it looks good. I for some reason got a hair up my butt to be like, I'm gonna work on this. Because I was working on replicas and because I busted out the inks for his and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and work on it. So yeah. There we go. Ugh. Yeah. I'm not like the super best. I think I just need to get back. It's been a while since I've done sort of like the Illustrator marker specifically, and I feel like colored pencils would have helped blended that out a little bit more. But alas. Okay. Let us now do some ink. Put you right there, pencil. All right. more than likely we'll go over with like thicker tipped pens and ink pens and stuff, but I just want to get the basics of the basics down here, I'll be back swapping the PC. I got a whole beer to drink, so I'm here. But thank you for letting me know. Yeah, what is that? So the front taste, so like when I first drink this, at the front, it's like, not like a light beer. I don't want to say like a light beer, but it's definitely like a light taste. It's gonna drive me crazy until I can figure out what this flavor is. Goddamn craft beers. Trying to figure out. I'm like, I need to figure out the flavor profile. What does a can tell me? Does a can tell me anything? Sometimes a can says something. American Amber. Sometimes. This does not. 4% alcohol, 12 fluid ounces. Can you dig? Can you dig it? Oh, brewed and canned. I know where you're from. It just says velvety smooth. So yeah, it's definitely... I don't know. So it's gonna drive me crazy. Again, it's not bad. It's just like different. It's like when you have like maybe like a Coors, not a Bud Light or a Budweiser, but like a Coors, and that's what the front of it tastes like. Or no, a Miller. That's what this is. It has like a similar. That's what it is. It reminds me of a Miller. Not a... Maybe a little bit of a High Life. Like, it's still smooth, but it's just got a little bit of like a... little bit of a little flavor in the back there. But it gets you right at the end. It's not something that you get up at the front, which I appreciate. Oof. Adjusting. I was gonna do a little bit more purple in my hair also this weekend. Did not get around to doing that. Absolutely got focused on other things. Anyways, it ended. I hope you had a good day. So it was nice and chill. I fucking remembered. Go me. Binge so much Star Wars today. Nice. I feel like what Star Wars did I not see? Sorry, I gotta get these eraser shavings off the desk and into the trash can. You know what? I didn't see all of the two most recent ones with or Rogue One. So I didn't see the two with Daisy Ridley and Rey and Kylo Ren. And then yeah, and then Rogue One. Oh, Mandalorian, be still my heart. I haven't watched Obi-Wan yet. I did watch Boba Fett. My tip for going into Boba Fett. This is my tip going into Boba Fett. Have no expectations of it. just the storytelling up front, like how they tell the story, is going to be a little weird up until probably like a couple episodes, like maybe I think like 4 episodes in. But yeah, it's going to feel a little off probably from definitely from The Mandalorian. But I love The Mandalorian. I don't know. I like The Mandalorian because it's like, it's still within like the scope of You're Used to Weird. I just like, for me, the storytelling felt very, they kind of did like the backstory for Boba. It's sort of like how he got, like basically how he fucking survived that sand pit. You know? But then like they just suddenly like whoop, flip the script and like kind of upend the storytelling, and so it gets a little like, whoa, what's going on? But it's pretty good. I've wanted to check out Obi-Wan, but I don't know if I'm like emotionally stable for it. It just feels like you know, just feels like there's a lot of big emotions. But I love The Mandalorian. I think it's very good. It's very it's really like, I really appreciated how they just kind of was able to still stick within the world and the universe of Star Wars, but you got like I think a really interesting and rich story with the Mandalorians, like who they are, what their purpose is. I appreciated that and I loved it. Obi-Wan was good. You'd like it? I probably would. Maybe I'll watch that. We'll see. It's been a minute since I've watched like, I gotta sort of like, I was like, I need to wait for it all to come out at the same time to binge watch it. I did that except for The Mandalorian. I did not do that with The Mandalorian. I actually like was like waiting with bated breath for like episode week after week after week. I was like, I'm invested in The Mandalorian. I don't know, I guess it's just like the lore. I think it was just like really interesting like lore that they built around him and like the customs and things like that. I can't wait to see where it goes. Very excited. But yeah. I think Boba Fett, I think you'll enjoy Boba Fett. It is literally just a good turn your brain off. Turn your brain off, have some fun. Don't take shit too seriously. You know, rip-roaring good time. Yeah, I need to watch Obi-Wan. I need to watch it. I need to get caught up. And listen, I get that Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, very cute. Very cute. But like yeah, I don't know. I don't know how interested I am in the story of Grogu. Like Grogu himself, like I don't think there could be I don't think there'd be any story if there wasn't a Mandalorian. Isn't I thought, what's her name? Ahsoka? I thought Ahsoka was supposed to be getting her own show as well. And I love Rosario Dawson. I thought she played that character very well. Very, very well. Perfectly well written, interesting. Enjoyed it. You know what I think also? Because I've definitely heard, I've heard rumblings. This story, I don't know. I feel like it's hard for things to get spoiled for me. Because even if someone's like, oh, this is what happens at the end. It's like, well, what happened? You didn't tell me what happens to get to this point. Like, so the journey is fine. But I did see, I guess, some scenes of, like, interactions between Obi-Wan and Vader. And I'm like, oh, I want to see how we get to this scene so much, you know? And I'm glad they brought Hayden Christensen back in, you know? I was trying to follow anything I might be interested. To 20-hour Hobbit. Oh man, you know what? I do want to watch that. Sorry, I'm getting a little warm. Whew. Okay. I'm wearing this because, like, I didn't say more in person. I'm like, oh, self-conscious about it. So, I've contemplated sitting and watching the Lord of the Rings show, which I think you should be fine with. I think you'd be fine with not watching, I don't know. I think you'd be fine with just watching the show. I mean, unless someone was like, unless, I don't know. I do want to see it though. It does look good. The trailers for The Lord of the Rings look great. The Ring of Power. But yeah, I definitely understand if it's been. You could watch a show without the movies. Yeah, it's like I know it's essentially sort of like this story of. I mean, we all know it's like a young Galadriel. I've seen folks say it's really good, and only a handful didn't care for it. Yeah, I think some people are, from what I've seen online, some people take issue with Galadriel sort of being like this kind of like this warrior type figure. It was good. I'm gonna have to watch it then too. I'm so behind. I generally don't watch TV because like I don't have time to watch like regular TV. I need to make time, I guess. So I can stay caught up with everything. But yeah, that's a lot. I don't even think I got through all, like, did I get through? I don't think I got through I don't think I saw the last Hobbit movie, now that I think about it. Currently on nothing, yeah. I don't know, there's, like, certain things I watch, but yeah. Oh! Hey, Windy Beers, how are you? How was your stream? Tell me all about it. Thank you for bringing your friends with you. Friendos, if you don't know me, I'm the Atomic Fire Girl. We're arting this evening. We're working on the last piece in my 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse series. This is Famine. So it was fun. We were murdering some zombies. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Nice. Nothing like, I get so stressed out over shooter games. I truly do. I really am just like, oh man. Well, what game were you playing? Tell me all about it. We're just drinking brewskis. And, like I said, just arting, hanging out, vibing. My arms are sore. My shoulders are sore, though. Oh. I just realized, it's like, I need to do a stretch. So. I don't have to work tomorrow. I know a bunch of us don't have to work tomorrow. Wendy, do you have to work tomorrow? This one is 7 Days to Die. It's a resource guide. Oh, I've heard of that game. I've seen a couple people play it. I think I've only seen one other person play it. Nice. I know, right? Thank goodness. Same. Yeah, same. That's why I'm like still streaming. I was like, you know what? We're just gonna art late into the evening. I don't have to work tomorrow. So, I mean, I always like to say, I got shit to do tomorrow, but I don't have to get up at 5 a.m. I don't have a 5 a.m. wake up call. Thank goodness. We're just discussing shows that we've been watching, which I haven't watched really anything. I'm waiting for Ghost Adventures to come, new season to start, but getting his watch. He was telling us that the new Lord of the Rings show is very good. Thank you. I need to go get them filled. But yeah, they're gold and black. And then I got a little label. Thank you. I find if I don't have nails, my fingers look my fingers like look not so great. But thank you. Yeah, my friend who is going to school, like she's going to school to be like to do nail art and be a nail tech. She did them. So like I showed up at her school on a Saturday. So it was nice. She did a really good job. So I'm trying to think of what I need her to do next. So I don't know. Maybe we do a different color. I kind of like the black. I have some ideas though. Just trying to see if I can. Oh no. Oh, Kato's back on her throne. You can see her. She's just curled up right there. He's so cute. Yeah, my temporary workspace. Gotta figure this stuff out. I really don't like working in the living room. I've decided like it's the fucking worst. I just want my desk to be put back together so I can go back to like my space. But gotta get quotes, gotta get people out to fix that stupid shower pan. Once that happens, get my got some inspiration for what I want to do for the bathroom because I was like, I just want to look at tile, and I just want to look at this, want to see get colors and inspiration, and I think I found what I wanted. And it's okay. Well, one thing is like off-white, but it's gonna be like the shower tile, you know. But like it's not white tile for the floor. Just hell yeah! I hate this white tile. I hate it so much. It's the fucking worst. I feel like at some point in my stream, I always get to like talking about the tile in my house and how much I hate it. Hate it. I hate the tile so much. It just makes me angry. It's just so hard to clean. So hard to keep clean, like, and look clean is also part of the problem. I mean, kudos to people who can have like all the white tile, like all the white everything. I cannot. You know? But also, generally not my aesthetic. Like this like yellow wall is like it's a little bright for me, but like Will really loves it, so it's like compromise was made. Like it's nice, you know. Definitely brightens up the room, but it's like I don't like white tile. It's just, ugh. But again, this yellow was a reaction from like the entire house being battleship gray. It's the worst. Dancing pirates, we got dancing pirates. Wendy, I hope you had a good day. It sounds like your game went well. Love killing zombies, survival games. I hope everyone had like a super chill day, you know? Had the time they needed just to not think about anything. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Hope you found the time to not just like think about the thing that might be like always in the back of your head, you know? That you just had like that time to sort of like just disconnect and just not worry about a thing. Yeah, I love days like that too. I mean, I really do. I really did have to get shit done this weekend. But I got, you know, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do these things. And then after that, I'm like unplugging my brain from things that like are cause for, I don't know. I think, you know, there are of course time and place like, oh, I have to like, I gotta stay on top of this shit. But, you know, I think you have to give yourself a little grace and kindness and allow yourself to like, you know, turn it off for a little bit. And it's hard. It's hard for me. I'm speaking from my own experience of having a hard time just like being able to like cool it, you know. Hey, we got all of our base stuff done. Doesn't look too bad, I don't think. The clouds look weird, but I think once we add like color, like the ink pens, which are over there, I think in kind of, it'll look nice. It'll work out at the end of it. It'll look good. Trust the process. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, how much beer do I have? We have quite a lot of beer left. So I think this is going to turn into just chatting while I drink this beer. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I feel like I've definitely challenged myself in, I have an idea in my head. How can I translate said idea from my head out into reality? You know? Yeah, but yeah, famine is definitely smaller than death, pestilence, and war. I think that's going to be the only kind of maybe off thing about this, that she is a lot smaller by comparison. I'm going to so turn that Krampus into a Christmas card. Compare, see, which is fine. I think at the end of it, it'll look fine, you know. I think there's just like, I think there's more with famine and sort of like trying to like translate that versus say like these others, you know. It still looks so cool because she looks underwater and I love it. Okay. Then. Yeah, so, you know. Oh, shit. Well, it is what it is. I just realized, I was like, oh no, we can do it. Nope. It's fine. It's fine. So. And I know I always pull out Krampus, but I am definitely going to make Krampus into Christmas cards this year. I'm pretty sure I can figure that out. I can imagine, like, my brother loving this. My sister-in-law, not so much. I think my brother's wife is going to be like, what the fuck is this? My one sister will think it's funny, but she won't get it. And then I think my other sister is going to be like, why are you sending this to me? I love it. I think it's great. I think I might touch it up. And like I said, I think it'd be funny Christmas cards. I think my dad would get it a little bit, but I think my mom's going to be like, what? Like, she'll laugh and be like, oh, she'll do what she always does. And it's like, oh, Candace. Just like, whatever. I always laugh. I always think like my mom puts up with so much she always like has to deal with like me being weird. She's like, okay, fine. She just rolls with it. She's like, fine. Okay, whatever. All right, I'm gonna turn this into a just chatting stream because I think we're gonna work on the ink stuff on Wednesday. That'll give us something to do. Will we finish it on Wednesday? I don't know. We'll see. But we can have brewskis. I still have beer to drink. So I still have beer to drink, and I don't like drinking beer without my mateys and my scallywags. So yeah. And it also can kind of pick up a little bit. But yeah, it'll be fun. Okay. Yes. Moving right along. I feel like this one is moving a lot quicker than I had anticipated it to move. I thought it would take a lot longer to work on, but yet it didn't. Here we are. Nope. Oh, yeah, she's still there. She's just like curled up. You can barely see her, but she's like curled so far up into that corner of the chair. She's like lopsided almost. Hey, look, it's Moth Lady. If you're not, you should follow Mothman on Twitter. I love the Mothman account. It's hysterical. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. Okay. Let's drink brewskis. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, she's a sweetie. She's a sweet girl. She definitely puts up with us. She definitely does. She's like, I guess I'll tolerate you humans. Guess you're all right. What is this? Sorry, there's like a tab. Oh, that was his. Oh, we never finished. I never finished that. I'll have to go back and finish that. Sorry, I just found a drawing that we started and I never finished it. I never finished working I just think these are things I find where I'm like, oh, what is this? I'll show you. I don't remember if you guys are working on this. Ooh. Zombie Queen! I need to finish Zombie Queen. Mostly just like the background here. Good old Zombie Queen. Zombie Queen. Zombie Queen. Ah, so lucky for everyone who is seeing Ghost. I wanted to see them again, but all their shows are during the week. Need a weekend. Need a weekend. I got kids. Yeah. She's a good little cat. So, anyways, yeah. What to talk about? We got like, I think we've got like this much left. Listen, I've already taken off and I'm determined not to move. I guess I had to take a week off work next week. For me, it's like I could probably do that. Like I could probably work something out where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna take this time off. I am already taking like a week and a half off in October, and my birthday falls in that time, and I'm like, you know what? I am gonna take a week and a half off. I'm gonna take a week and a half off of work. I don't care. I am not moving this PTO. Come hell or fucking high water. I am taking this time off. So Will has a bunch of vacation time banked up. So anytime like I need something done, like, hey, I need you, like, can you take the kids to wherever, this, there, and that other. I'm like, I need you to take the time off. Well, why don't you take? I was like, well, can you take the time off? No, October. We're not shifting it at all. Okay, that was supposed to be the TwitchCon stuff, but yeah, maybe next year. There be always next year. Yeah, I don't think I'll probably, like I said, hopefully things will have quieted down. I think, like, financially and, like, stuff going on, like, with my mom and everything. Yeah. It's best to just, like, cool it. Oh, well. Oh, it's next year. Oh, alright, what to talk about? Like, things coming up. We are, however, I haven't purchased them yet, but we are, however, going to get tickets to Sabaton and Epica in Houston. The show's a Saturday. And so we're just going to drive down and drive back. I'm pretty sure I can convince my I can convince my sister, one of my sisters, to watch the kids. She don't mind. She'll spoil him. All of her, you know, my nephew, my oldest nephew, her son, is away at college, and then our other nephew is just kind of like, whatever. He's really good with them. Like 17, and he's so good with the littles. So, but yeah, so I think so we're gonna try. So that's sort of like Will's birthday present. Is Sabaton in Houston. It'll be a fun time. And I'll get to see Epica. And so, like, I'm like, that's my reasoning for it. It's like, I get to, like, when is this opportunity ever going to come again? So it's like, oh, we're just going to go. So, but we'll see. One day I will see Ghost again. And it'll be fantastic. Yeah, it's a good lineup. I was kind of seeing, because I was like, oh, Sabaton. And then I saw that Epica was opening for him. I don't know who else is going to be. I don't even remember where they're playing. It's not like a big stadium or anything like that. It's all like general admission. So, I mean, the tickets are like $35, $40 a piece. They're all general admission. It's not bad. Definitely not bad. So, I think, who is it? Trivium. I know the Iron Maiden, Trivium, and Within Temptations, they're going to Tulsa. But I think that's a weekday. So I don't think I could, like, wiggle my way into that. Though I would love to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, weekday shows they are such a hassle. I mean, I get it. You know, I think part of it is like I only trust my family to watch my kids. You know? And I don't have any like I don't have any friends that live close by that'd be willing to watch the kids. You know? So yeah, I don't know. It's fine. Maybe one day. I'm pretty sure I could probably get girl kiddo to come go to a concert. But I don't know about boy kiddo has like issues with like he's got like sound sensitivity. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one day. One day. One day. But yeah. Man. What a lovely stream. Got quite a lot done with Famine. Got friends here. We're chatting. Talked about Star Wars. I do need to watch Obi-Wan Kenobi. I just wonder if like I'm gonna cry at some part in it. And then much progress was made. And then I need to watch Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power. Interested in that. What else is on? My brother recommended a show to me. I can't remember. I think it's not American Horror Story, like AHS. I think it's called American Horror Stories, plural. And I think it's on Hulu. And he told me, he's like, I really think you should watch it. I think you'd really find it interesting. And I'm like, okay. So, what else? There's just like, I think there's so much that's like being like pushed out into like streaming services that it's just like, oh, what do I watch? What do we do? So, but definitely Obi-Wan, Ring of Power. Those two are on my, definitely on my watch list. Oh, I remember, yeah, because we were having a conversation, like, I know, like, from what I've seen, like, a lot of people were sort of, like, fussing about Galadriel and, like, her being more of, like, a warrior figure. I know that there was a lot of, like, there's a lot of, like, more, like, hubbub around Game of Thrones things, too. See, I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I watched, like I said, I only watched a couple episodes, and then when I found out that Sean Bean died, I was like, not interested. But I feel like for the Game of Thrones show, House of Dragons, I feel like I need to have some... Wait, come back! Don't leave! Come back! Yeah. It's a prequel. Okay. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I guess I just... Thank you for coming back. Appreciate you, friend. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Sean Bean died in the first season, and I'm like, I am no longer interested in this show. And I know he dies in everything. Like, I get that. I know... he dies in everything. Perfect example, Lord of the Rings. I almost stopped watching Lord of the Rings because after Boromir is like, where he saves the hobbits, I was like, no! It's what he does. It's a meme. Like, he's a meme. I just love Sean Bean. I just think he's such a good actor. Or he's a villain. He didn't die in National Treasure. But he was a villain. He's either a villain or he dies. Or both. That's what I'm afraid of. That's exactly what I'm afraid of. But I get it. Like, good writing comes down to killing your darlings. Like, not everyone can survive. But still. Yeah, we'll see. I'll ponder on it. Maybe I like Matt Smith. I think he's a really talented actor. He didn't die in that TNT show, but I was confused by that one at the end. He was in a TNT show? Interesting. I'll have to look it up. Game of Thrones, because I read the first 3 books before the show started. I tried to read the books. I was like, I'll read the book before I think I caught like a little bit of like the first episode, and I was like, well, no, I know it's based on a book. And so I tried to read it, and I was like, I don't know. I was kind of taken out of it. I know people love it, and I get that. I like a good high fantasy myself. But, I don't know. I don't think the books weren't for me, but I'm willing to give the TV show a shot. I just feel like it's a lot to get through. That's like when I tried to sit down. This was before there were like 20 seasons of Supernatural, but I tried to sit down and I was like, you know what? I can get caught up on Supernatural. I think I got to season 6, and I think they were in like season 8 or 9 at that point, and I was like, nope. Like, I had to like clock out. I was like, this is too much. It's a lot. It's like the stories, like, I appreciate, yeah, it was just a lot. It's a lot. It's well loved for a reason. I will say that. Like I said, I think I got to like the start of season 7, and I was like, tapping out. Like, I was like, tap out. I think it's just like when there's a fandom involved, I can definitely see where it's hard to like, you feel like you have to get caught up on everything, and you do want to watch the new episodes, but you know, it's just such a huge story, and there are so many, like, I don't know. I appreciated how the story was continuous, though. Like, there wasn't anything where it felt like choppy. It was like each season sort of set up for things to happen next. So, yeah. I think it got to sort of like where they were talking about like Leviathan, and I was like, fucking tapping out. I was like, this is just, it's getting to be too much. I was literally overwhelmed. I was like, great show though. It's a good show. It's a well-loved show for a very good reason. So I'm not mad at it, you know. It's a lot to watch concurrently. It's a lot. It's a lot. I actually knew someone who did watch every single episode from start to finish. But she, like, followed it from, like, day one. Like, so she was invested in the show from the very first day. And, yeah, just watched, like, all, like, fucking 20 seasons or however long it was. Forever, you know. Yeah. But, yeah, just to, like, hop into it. Very difficult. I think you got up to season 11. It just gets to, it's just, yeah, like I got to, yeah, I think season 7 was Leviathan. Like the whole Leviathan thing. I'm just trying to like in my head. NCIS. Oh man, NCIS is always on the TV when we go over to my parents' house on Sunday because they play it on Ion. Like my parents play it on, like, Ion is on, and it's just like I end up getting like really invested because I'm like, well, the fuck, I have to see what happens at the end of this goddamn episode. I have probably watched all NCIS episodes, but just not concurrently. But at some point, just over the years of going to my parents' house, and then having to hear my dad be like, meh, be all like fact checking it because my dad was in the military. Yeah. Yeah, and then before you know it, you've seen every single episode. I love it. But yeah, I don't know. But like I said, we'll see. I just feel like it's like, I've seen like bits and pieces of Game of Thrones, like just through like clips and everything, that I feel like I have a solid understanding of like the show and the characters and like, you know, who's important and everything like that. And also read enough articles to know that everyone was not happy at the end. So, yeah. Most of them were unlikable. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have to... I think that is also a little bit off-putting, I think, for me. And this is just, again, my opinion. I feel like, from what I've seen, like none of the characters were likable. Season 8 was the best. Season 8, best season ever. He was here earlier. I don't know if Ray's still hanging about. You're gonna watch a bunch. I don't know. I feel like even if there just has got to be a character that you connect with. I don't know. And turned out to be unlikable. Yeah, like which I guess I get. You can't like. You're like, some of them turn out to be completely unlikable. I think a lot of people, from what my understanding is, and just from what I've seen, like Khaleesi or whatever her name is, like her flip of the script, like her flip, I think a lot of people had issues with. Like, it just like came out of nowhere, according to some people. I was irritated. All this feels like get wrecked. Yeah, it's just kind of like what I heard. I don't know. I'm fine with like characters like developing and growing and circumstances like changing them. I think that's like good storytelling. You know, you can't just have, especially in a world that is like Game of Thrones, sort of this like brutal high fantasy world. But at the same time, it's like, I need likable characters. And I'm sorry, I like Sean Bean, and you killed him off in the first season. I am not interested anymore. Anyone. But yeah, again, I don't know. I think maybe I'll do an experiment and I'll sit down and I'll watch Game of Thrones. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, I may sit and watch I wish they would make one of my favorite high fantasies. Ooh, tell me, what is it? Tell me all about it. I like likable characters. There was, what's it called? a lot of them get wrecked too. There was this book series that I read. I just kind of like randomly stumbled upon it. I wish I could. I think it was called, oh fuck, I can't remember. It was a 4-part book series and it was huge. And I did all the book series on audiobook because that's the only way I could get through it. I'm totally forgetting the name of the series. Let me Kindle. Yeah, do your Kindle search. Totally fine. But I think high fantasy or fantasy is really hard to do well. Like, I still need to finish The Wheel of Time, which I think I only got into like 4 episodes in that one, I think. Yeah. I think 3 or 4 episodes, and like, I'm interested. I want to go back and watch it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And for some reason, it couldn't hold The Wheel of Time. Yeah, I've been wanting to read. I have the first Wheel of Time book, and I started it, and I put it down because, you know, that's how my brain works. I'm like, ooh, I'm distracted by all this little stuff. It has some, they're all bad. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I feel that way with the Hollows book series and then the Dresden Files. I'm just like, come on. But yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to like. I want one likable character. Who's that character gonna be? They don't have to be perfect. I prefer them not to be. You know. Oh, we've absolutely talked about how stupid Rachel is from the Hollow series. I haven't read that new book yet, though. Yes, it is. Yeah. Truly agree. 100%. Ugh. Love it. Running out of beer. I'm almost out of beer, which means it's gonna be time to end stream. Oh no. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a little bit. Maybe when I'm like, I'll put stuff up. Maybe I'll fire up Final Fantasy and do a little Final Fantasy. Or Lost Ark. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You're like, what the goddamn name is that book series? Now, I can't remember. There was a book series, a really like interesting. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, there was this really interesting book series, high fantasy. It was a 4-part book series. Some of the characters annoying, but it was like a really beautiful story. And it just sort of this culmination of, and how it was written was sort of like, the premise is sort of like this history text. So like the writer, the author of the book, is translating these texts that were long forgotten and found, and you know, kind of that's the sort of a little bit of the base of the story. And it was just really interesting. It's like kind of a magic story. You found it? Tell me. What's the name of it? Tell me. Creature of the night. So it's called Malazan Book of the Fallen. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I don't have a sticky. My sticky notes are back behind me on the other desk, and I don't want to get up. I mean, I guess I could get up. So good characters, You know, like a nice balance of like, you know, likable characters and not so likable characters. Very good. Very good. We'll have to check it out. It's 10 books. It's pretty long. Sometimes the groups of characters change between books, but it's all interconnected. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, there's a really interesting... Jim Butcher wrote a really... Well, I really liked it. I thought it was interesting. It was right up my fucking alley. High fantasy of the Codex Alaria series. It was really good. A lot of death, but really easy to get invested in the characters. That's good. I think it's like you find that balance of like throwaway characters and then like really interesting characters. I get really invested in the secondary characters. You read the series all the time. Yeah, it's been a while since I've sat down and done a reread of a series. I think my last reread of a series was probably Dresden Files, and it's usually just like not from start to finish, but like I'll like my favorite books in the series. You know, like Summer Night is really good. The Deadbeat is really fun. Deadbeat is fun because in that one there's like it's like a necromancer and they figure out, I guess, to like combat the necromancer like Dresden like gets like I guess some stuff together to like ride like a T-Rex dinosaur. It's fantastic. Butters, yeah, exactly. You know. Rereading October, then I'm rereading Jane Yellowrock and Dresden Files. Polka Never Dies. See, you know. Oh, I love Dresden Files. I haven't read. There are 2 new books. I have one of them, but I haven't read it yet. Peace Talks. I haven't read that yet. I've had it for a while. I've just been like so busy. But yeah. Oh, I love it. I love Dresden Files so much. It's so good. It's so good. Dresden is a good character because like I'm invested in him. Like I love Dresden. I am 100% invested in him, but at the same time there are instances where I want to kick his ass. Oh my god. It's been a while. Yeah, it's definitely been a while since I've read I'm looking over at my bookshelf over here. I've got, it's like most of them are paperbacks, but then some of them are hardbacks. Exactly. Like, even he's like, there are consequences to the act. I like Dresden because it's not just sort of like him blindly going into it. Like, he's like, I know that there are going to be consequences. Like, I like how there's sort of a little bit of self-awareness of consequences to actions. You know, where Dresden is put in a position where he has no other choice but to do the shitty thing. He's like, well, fuck, I guess I'm gonna be the Winter Knight now. I guess I'm gonna wear the mantle. Fuck. You know? So, yeah. I appreciate it. It's Jim Butcher definitely has like a really good formula for characters. For when his characters make choices, they are not completely like going off the cuff blind, you know. I appreciate that, you know. So. Oh my goodness, friends. We did it. I drank all the beers. I've had my second brew. I drank the beers. I must now say adieu, or we'd be just sitting here just chitter-chattering all goddamn night. Talking about this, that, and the other, which I'm totally fine with. Just saying. So, recap of things coming up. Tomorrow is a sneaky Rainbow of Chaos stream featuring Boy Kiddo. I don't know the time. Nothing wrong with that? Hell no, there's nothing wrong with that. No. Yeah, like I said, it's like, you know, I don't have a bedtime. Like, technically, I don't have a bedtime. You know, I don't have to work tomorrow. I do have to get up, like, at some point tomorrow. But I don't have any, like, hard commitments. There we go. But boy kiddo, he wants to share with all of you the Cuphead art book that I got him. So it's just going to be very, very relaxed. Like, probably it'll be like an hour, like always, because that's pretty much like how long I can really keep him focused on one thing. So, sneaky stream tomorrow. That's what he likes to call them, sneaky streams. And again, no timeline on that. Will probably be in the afternoon. So if you can come by, he would really love that. I would appreciate it. He just wants to share the things that find him joy. And I think he does just what he loves to do. And then Wednesday, we'll work on the inking. So pulling out those artist pens and doing that. Friday, always the same. Final Fantasy Friday. But yeah. Good vibes all around, and all sorts of fun things going on all over the place, I suppose, you know? But yeah, as always, I really appreciate all of y'all for hanging out with me this evening. I know I am late night streamer. But hopefully you enjoyed the stream. That's what I always hope. Hope you enjoyed hanging out. I enjoyed hanging out. And let's see. I think I'll just let the winds take you where you want. Because I know I'm probably... listen, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to put this up. And then I'm probably going to fire up Final Fantasy. So, you know, got all the things. Got the Discord. Got the social media stuff. Say hello. Yada, yada. I think I have a Discord command on here. I need to add it. But yeah, I will... Oh. No. If you have ideas for the next community point challenge, let me know. Like I said, I have my ideas. We could do like a Lego building stream. We can do an IRL stream. I know Will's doing one, so I don't kind of want to like oversaturate that. We could do a karaoke stream. We can do whatever. Just any ideas, let me know. I like doing them because I think it kind of breaks up the... I think a karaoke stream would be fun. Lego building. We could do a Lego building stream. I thought about I can get a cool set. You know, maybe we could find like a maybe like something, you know, something cool to build on stream. October 14th is the Final Fantasy 14 food and drink cosplay / birthday stream. So there's that. I gotta figure out the logistics behind that. But yeah, I think some cool, fun things coming up. But yeah, we could do a Lego building stream. That'd be kind of cool. We'll do that. I'm gonna put that in there. My son, boy kiddo, was like, you know what you haven't done in a while? A gardening stream. And I was like, true. So, but yeah. But I also told him, like, maybe we could do something where, like, we could, like, you guys, like, we could decorate the front porch together for Halloween. So it's been hot. Oklahoma is fucking unbearable during the summer. So I know Legos are expensive. I love Legos. If you share a Lego budget, I can help you look for fun sets. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll look it up. I know, like, we bought, like, my son has some Lego, like, Minecraft Lego, and Mario Legos. So I know we have a couple sets we haven't built for that. So maybe we can get something like that. But thank you, Wendy. I'll keep that in mind. And yeah, gardening streams. Oh, it's a lot. Oklahoma's hot during, like, the summer. There isn't a lot of, like, true, like, cool down time, or, like, cool down time that doesn't last. Or even during the spring. Like, it gets cold, and then it's like, oh, it's real nice outside, and then it's fucking miserable with the heat. So, yeah, boy kiddo, he's got the big ideas. So, but yeah, I think this is where I shall call it, my dears. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me this evening. Again, my heart is full. My heart is humbled that you would want to spend time with me. Like always, if no one's told you this today, I am so goddamn proud of you. Whatever needed to get done today, we got done. Oh, look, there's Mr. Ray Martinet. Hey, and Ray, I'm proud of you as well. Just letting you know, I'm real proud of each and every one of you. For whatever you needed to get done today, hopefully you did something kind for yourself today. You're loved, you're valued, you're allowed to hold space. That emote fucking gets me every single time, right? Every time. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were still here. I was like, I know you were here earlier. Like, every time I'm like, that emote, it gets me. It's kind of like, what's another emote that just, like, it, oh, like the Lul. That gets me every time. I'm like, what the fuck is this emote? So, yeah. And finally, I don't know if most importantly, if you're ever, so many cursed emotes. I don't, I see cursed emotes and I'm like, both. But if you're ever, what is that one? What is that? Oh my god. Mello, that is terrible. I don't think I have that one in my list of Ben emotes. Let me see. That is fucking terrible. A Sag Ben wearing a cap. I don't know if I have that one. Let me see if it's in my list of things. Oh my god. It is crazy. Oh, yep, there, yep, up, there it is, I got it. So instead of Sagittarius Catch, there it is. Oh my god. I had to see if I had it. I wasn't sure if it was like a bit emote, like an unlock for bit emote. Oh, that's so funny. I don't know. That one might take the cake for cursed emotes. Yeah, I think so. I think maybe so. Oh, man. Yeah, but yeah, for real, I hope you all did something kind for yourself today. You all deserve it. You all deserve it. You know? life gets hectic, life gets chaotic, and we all need that time to be gentle with ourselves and to, you know, like I said, be kind to yourselves. And like I always say, of course, at the end, if you are ever given an opportunity to be a pirate, always be a pirate. Live wild, live free, be forever untamable. And I will, I will let the winds take you where they must. And I will see y'all around the interwebs. And I love your faces. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Well, I'll see you everywhere else, but here, I'll see you soon. Okay, good night. I love your faces. Goodbye.